Oh, hi, boys and girls. It's me, Mrs. Salmon. Bear is drawing my portrait. I've been sat here for hours.
I think you're gonna love this, Mrs. Salmon. Now sit still. Just a few more touches.
Hey, Mommy, what you doing?
Hey, Ryan, I'm having my portrait drawn. I can't move. I have to sit still.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, I want to look too. Do you think I can stop sitting like this?
Yeah, you've been sitting there for a long time.
I know. I think my face is frozen. Let's have a look at what Bear's done.
Okay.
I'm finished my masterpiece. What do you think?
Mom, I think you look like a bear.
I do a bit, don't I, Ryan? But I think you've done an excellent job, Bear. You really captured my inner child. Not sure if that's where my ears are, though.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Salmon. You're a pretty good model. You just need to learn how to sit still. Jeez.
Today we're going to learn about portraits and profiles. As it's Father's Day coming up, we're going to do something special. And we're going to draw your profile and your dad's profile together. This drawing is to say thank you to all our dads and all the amazing things that they've done for us. Are you okay there?
Yeah.
Are you ready to get started? Come on, let's do art.
Do art, do art,
Doodly-doo,
do art, do art.
doodly-doo. Just grab your paper and your pencil too.
You can grab your scissors, markers, and your glue. You can do art, you can doodly-doo, do art, do art. Doodly-doo, do art, do art. Do what? Art. You're smart. Hey, can you imagine a time before there were cameras? I'm not talking about before there were phone cameras, because that's actually not that long ago. I'm talking about before there were these kind of cameras. What did people do before they could take a picture? How did they capture what they look like? I just don't know how they did it. Well, I'll tell you. They would have an artist paint their portrait. They would sit still and quiet for hours at a time while the artist would paint them. Like what I did for Mrs. Salmon. I had to promise her chocolate so she'd sit still, though. Really? Geez, talk about ants in your pants.
Artists have been painting portraits for centuries. One of those artists is an American painter and printmaker from the 19th century named Mary Cassatt. Mary Cassatt was one of the leading artists of the impressionist movement. Mary Cassatt was known for her beautiful portraits of mothers and their children, as well as fathers and their sons. She was part of the impressionist movement in France. Do you know what the Impressionist movement was? I'll tell you. The Impressionist movement is a group of artists from the 19th century who didn't just paint a reflection of real life, they painted what life looked like to them. These paintings I'm showing you, you may have seen in books or museums. They're from famous Impressionist painters such as Monet and Pissarro, Renoir, and Cassatt. Their paintings captured these moments through their eyes. It is their impression. Nowadays, all you have to do is press a button and you can take as many pictures as you want. Now, taking a quick photo of someone is easy, but drawing them or painting them, now this is art. As it's Father's Day coming up, we're going to draw a special portrait of you and your dad. Now, this isn't just any portrait. I'm going to teach you how to draw your profile. Do you know what a profile is? It's the side of your face. Now I'm going to use this gorgeous little boy as my model. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi.
All right, so notice that this is the top of Ryan's head and this is the bottom of Ryan's head. Now look where his eyes are. His eyes are here. They're in the middle of his face. They're not up here in his forehead. He isn't an alien from outer space, are you?
Maybe.
Oh, no. Okay, well, his eyes are actually in the middle of his face. Let's remember that when we do our profiles. Now follow me. I'll do this on Ryan's face. You take your own finger and put it at the top of your forehead, and let's feel our way down. Your forehead has a bit of a curve. It's not flat. Now we feel at the top of our nose. Goes in a bit, doesn't it? This is where your eye sockets are. Let's remember that too. Now feel the length of your nose. It doesn't slope up, does it? It slopes down. Whee! We go down and over and around our nose. Can you feel that? Now, at the bottom of our nose, we have a little flat part above our lips. Then our lips go bump for one top lip and bump for another lip. And then we've got a little flat spot below our lip, and it goes around and under to make our chin. Then our chin goes all the way back to meet our neck. This is our profile. Thanks, Ryan. Let's talk about the things you're going to need for today's lesson. They're on the board behind me. Today you're going to need some white paper, a pencil, some colored pencils. Now, if you can find colored pencils that match the color of your skin and your hair and your eyes, that would be great. But if you can't find those colors, just try to find some that are close. You're also going to need a rubber. We'll be doing quite a bit of erasing today, so keep your rubber handy. If you have all those things, you're ready to get started. We're going to draw our dad's profile. Now, I know our dads aren't here to model for us. They may even live in a different house, or in another country, or even in heaven like my dad. But that doesn't matter. We can all close our eyes and imagine our dad's faces. Let's do that together now. Let's close our eyes and imagine our dad's profile. Let's think about their strong forehead and their nose, their strong chins. Does your dad have a beard or wear glasses? Let's think about what their hair looks like. Is it curly or wavy, or maybe they have no hair? Let's open our eyes now. Let's keep all of those things in our mind when we're drawing our dad's profile. Our profiles are going to begin with a sketch of an oval. Let's remember what an oval shape looks like. It's not a circle, but an elongated circle. It's like a circle that's been stretched. This is an oval. Okay, we're ready to get started on drawing our profile pictures. Now let's make sure you've got your rubber handy and your pencil in hand, the nice loose finger grip so your pencil can move up and down. Make sure your paper is in the portrait position, not the landscape position, but the portrait position. Okay, are you ready? So now the first thing we're going to do is draw a large oval for our dad's head on the right side of our paper. Now we're also going to draw a smaller oval on the other side of the paper for your head. But first, we'll draw the large oval. So on the right side of your paper, and I know you know your right from left, let's get your pencil and we're going to lightly, don't bear down hard, but lightly draw a large oval. Here we go. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a sketch of an oval that's just going to help us guide where our profiles will be. Okay, now you're ready for your second oval. Okay, our next oval is going to be smaller than this oval because your head is obviously smaller than your dad's head. So we're going to draw a smaller oval next to this oval. And we're going to overlap the lines. Do you see that? We're going to overlap. That means we're going to draw over it, okay? So here we go. Take your pencil and lightly draw a smaller oval. Okay, we have our two ovals that we've drawn. The larger oval is your dad's profile face. The smaller oval will be your profile face. You remember how we overlapped that second smaller oval? Let's erase that line that we created when we overlapped the smaller oval with the larger one. Let's take our rubber and let's erase that line. We don't want a line going through your face. Okay, did you get that done? There we go. Now we have a smaller oval. That will be your profile here, and the larger one will be your dad's. Okay, we've drawn our two ovals. We've got the large oval for our dad's head and the smaller oval for your head, and we've erased that overlapping line. We're ready to draw our profiles. Now, first thing to remember is that both profiles are looking in the same direction. They're looking to the right. That means the profiles are going to be drawn on the right side of the ovals. They're going to be looking in this direction. Now, before we start drawing our profiles, let's look at this picture of a profile to remind us what it's going to look like. Let's put our pencils down and take our fingers and put them back up on our forehead, and let's feel down our profile to remember. Let's start at the top of your forehead and let's feel our way down over our forehead. And remember, it's not a flat line, it's a curved line. And we get to where our eyes are and it goes in a little bit. And then feel your way down your nose. Your nose doesn't go up, it goes down. You go around the tip of your nose and in. And then there's a flat place above your top lip. And then you go bump for your top lip, bump for your bottom lip. Under your bottom lip, it's a little flat place again. And then out and around your chin, back to your neck. And that's what our profile is. Let's keep those things in mind and start drawing our dad's profile. You remember your dad's profile because we closed our eyes and we thought of his face. Now let's take our pencil and let's start at the top of our forehead. The top of our dad's forehead, we're going to bring our line down and we're following our oval. That's our guide. Bringing our pencil all the way down to about the middle right here. And we're going to go in where the eyes are. We're going to come back out and we're drawing the nose now. Keep your pencil on your paper. Your nose goes out and down. And then we're going to go in. See that? So we're using the oval as our guide. So we started at the top of the forehead. We came all the way down using our oval as our guide. We went in where the eyes were. We came back out for the nose and down, and then back in, and that makes our nose. We'll continue with your dad's profile and now draw his mouth. Now we've just drawn the nose and the nose came out and in for the nose. Now let's pick up our pencils and let's remember there's a flat part between our nose and our top lip. Let's draw that. We're going to draw a straight line from the middle of that bottom part of your nose. See that line you drew? Let's draw a straight line down. And now let's draw our dad's top lip. So we're not going to come out too much. We're going to come out just a little bit around and a curved line back. So we started at the middle of our nose and we came down to make that flat part between our nose and our top lip, and we came out and around, and that's created our top lip. Now for our bottom lip, we're going to start at the beginning of that first line and draw the bottom lip exactly the same way. We're going to come out just a little bit and make a curved line around. Do you see that? That's created our two lips. Okay, I hope you like how your dad's profile is looking so far. Remember, the ovals are helping to guide us down the face. Now we're going to start on the chin and we'll finish our dad's profile. Now, do you remember how it felt? Right above your chin, there was a little flat part again, and then it came out and around. So at the bottom of our lip, see that bottom lip we drew? Right at the bottom, about in the middle again, we're going to draw another flat line, And then we're gonna draw our chin, which is out and around. Now dads have a strong chin. So we're gonna draw a nice strong chin around and then back to our neck. Do you see how I did that? Let's do it again. We're starting in the middle of the bottom lip and we're drawing the little flat part between our bottom lip and our chin. And then we're gonna draw a nice strong chin out and a curved line around and back to meet our neck. Okay, so we've drawn our dad's profile. Now, I hope you like what you've drawn, but don't forget, you can always fix mistakes, change the size of your nose if you'd like, change your lips if you'd like, erase a bit of the chin. If your chin was too big, you've got your rubber there and that can help you. Now, I can see that my oval is actually much bigger than the face that I drew. So later, I'm going to erase all of these outside lines, the oval that I had drawn. So remember, your oval was just a guide to help you draw your profile. I'll erase that later. We're ready to draw your profile now. Okay, we're going to draw your profile now. So it's going to be on the right side of the smaller oval because you're both looking in the same direction. Now remember, your features aren't as strong as your dad's. Your nose will be smaller, your chin will be smaller. Let's think about that when we draw your profile. So remember your profile and how it felt when you put your finger down your forehead. Let's start at the top of your forehead and we'll do the same thing we did for your dad's. We're going to follow that oval that we've drawn as our guide and bring it forehead all the way down to the middle. And let's go in where our eyes are and come back out. And let's draw a cute little nose because your nose is so cute and little. And we'll come in. Okay, pick up your pencil and you've drawn your forehead all the way down. You came in for your eyes, down for your nose, and in. How does yours look? You happy? Okay, let's continue and draw your mouth and your chin. So remember, for the mouth, we're going to put our pencil in the middle of this bottom line we drew for our nose, right about in the middle, and we're going to draw that flat part above your top lip, little flat part. Now we're going to draw your top lip. Don't make them too big, a little out and in, and there's your top lip. And now for your bottom lip, do the same line, start at the beginning of that bottom line there and come out and in. Okay, and let's finish with our chin. Remember, your chin might not be as strong as your dad's because your dad's head is much bigger. Let's draw a nice soft chin for you. Remember, the chin is going to start in the middle of that bottom lip. It's going to be a line that goes down and then out a bit and then in and back to meet your neck. What do you think? So remember, we find that spot right in the middle of the bottom lip. We're going to do the little flat place between your lip and your chin, out and around for your chin, back to your neck. Okay, we've got our two profiles here. Now remember, you've got your rubber handy if there's anything that you want to change, whether it's the shape of the nose, the shape of the chin, anything that you want to do, you can make those changes. It's your profile. Okay, so I see that my ovals here are much bigger than what I've drawn. So I'm going to put my pencil down and let's pick up our rubbers and let's erase those outside oval lines. We don't need those for our guide anymore. Let's erase those lines. So I'll start over here with my dad profile and I'm going to erase that outside oval line that I have. You do the same. Any lines that you didn't use as a guide, we can erase them. And now for the smaller head, your head, I'm going to erase that line. Don't need it anymore. Okay? Have we been able to do that? Erase those two lines. Okay, now we've got two profiles, two heads, and no oval outline anymore. Okay, we've got our two profiles here, and I think they're looking great. I hope you do too. We're now going to draw some detail in our profiles. What are we missing here? Did anyone say ears? As these are profiles, which are the side of our face, we're definitely going to see our ears. But we're not going to see both ears. It's only the side of our face. We only need to draw one ear on each. Now think about where the ears are. They're on the side of your head. They're not on our cheeks. We need to draw them further back. They're just about in the middle as well. Now our heads overlapped our dad's head. So if you've covered where your dad's ear will go with your head, don't worry, you don't need to draw your dad's ear. We know it's there, even if we don't see it. I have room on mine to draw an ear, so I'm going to go ahead. Now our dads, they have kind of big ears, don't they? Let's draw a dad's ear. I drew one that's kind of like a backwards question mark. You give it a go and see what you can do. Now we're going to draw an ear on your head, just like we did for our dads, but a little bit smaller. Let's give it a go. Did you know your ears grow your whole life? How did we do? We've got an ear on our dad's profile and an ear on your profile. We're ready for some more detail. Now we're going to draw some more detail. Let's draw the eyes. Now remember, we're not drawing the eyes way up here on our foreheads. We're not aliens. We're going to draw the eyes down here where the curve was. Do you remember this curve? That's where your eyes are. So we're going to go in just a bit and draw our dad's eyes. So I've got a great trick for you to draw an eye. Let's draw a sideways triangle. Let's first draw a symbol like this. It's like the greater than symbol. When you've got a number that's big and the alligator's going to eat that number. Do you remember doing that in school? It's the greater than symbol or a triangle on its side. Let's put the bottom of the triangle there. Do you see how I did that? A greater than symbol and a bottom there. So a triangle on its side. Let's do the same thing for your eye. Do you remember your eye comes in like this and out for your nose? Let's go in just a bit and we'll draw the same thing. A sideways triangle. See that? It's a little bit smaller because your eyes are smaller. So a sideways triangle in the bottom. Now we're going to draw the eyeball. Now see that bottom line you drew there? Let's just turn that into an oval. Okay? Now we don't need to color that in with our pencil because we're going to color that in later. You can lightly shade that in. Let's do the same for your eye. The bottom of that triangle where you drew that straight line, let's draw an oval. Look at that. Can you see that? How does that look on yours? Those look like nice eyes. Now, what do we have on top of our eyes that help protect our eyes from dust and water and things like that? Did anyone say eyelashes? Now, everybody's got eyelashes, boys and girls, dads and moms. So let's draw some eyelashes here. Now we're just going to draw a few. We're not going to draw them all the way down. Just a few at the top. 1, 2. And a few at the bottom. 1, 2. Oh, I made my eyelashes for my dad a little bit too long, so I'm just going to erase a bit off there because dad's eyelashes might not be as long as a mom's eyelashes. Okay, so we've got eyelashes there. Let's do eyelashes on yours as well. Just a couple there. 1, 2, and on the bottom, 1, 2. See that? They're little curved eyelashes. Okay, what do you think? Look at those lovely eyes. Okay, we're ready for our next detail. What do you think we're missing still on our faces? Did anyone say eyebrows? Right above our eyes are our eyebrows. They frame our face, so it's very important to remember them. Now, I've got a cool way to draw an eyebrow that's really easy. Do you know what a hockey stick looks like? Let's draw an upside down hockey stick. Watch me. Curved line and then down. Look at that, right above our eye. Let's go up on your eye a little bit higher. I'm gonna go up and around an upside down hockey stick. Look at that, 2 eyebrows, very good. How does yours look? Now our next detail on our profiles is going to be something underneath our profiles. Our heads are just floating in the air. Let's draw some necks. Now our neck for our dad's profile is going to go just about in the middle of the chin. So just about in the middle, I would like you to draw a straight line down. Okay, not too far down. We don't want to have a crazy long giraffe neck. Just a straight line down, as long as you think the neck should be. Now let's do the same for your head. Right about in the middle of your chin, where your chin came around, let's draw a straight line down for your neck. There you go. All right, I think our profiles are looking fantastic. What do you think? Now we definitely are missing something though. They are looking a little bit like aliens at the moment. We need some hair, of course. Let's talk about the dad's head first. Now, what kind of hair does your dad have? Does your dad have curly hair? Does your dad have straight hair or spiky hair? Does your dad have no hair? If your dad has no hair, you've got an easy job. You're finished with his head. But if your dad has lots of hair, let's go ahead and draw that. Now, my dad had wavy hair, so I'm going to draw some wavy hair on my dad's head. Let's go. Let's start at the top of the forehead, because you don't have hair coming down the middle of your forehead. Let's start up here. And I'm just going to draw like a wavy line down by the ear. Your hair comes right down over your ear, so you don't want your hair to be way up here. You want your hair to come all the way down above your dad's ear. And if you don't have an ear drawn on your dad because your face is covering it, then just make sure your hair goes down to where the ear might be. Now, I drew a wavy line. What type of hair did you draw? Okay, let's draw your hair now. You know what your hair looks like. Remember, your hair needs to come down by your ear, not just on the top of your head. And remember, don't start too far down in your forehead. Start up high. All right, let's draw your hair. Now you do whatever your hair looks like. My hair is pretty straight, so I'm going to draw it over and then down and straight. I used to wear clips in my hair when I was little, so I'm going to draw a clip there holding my hair back. So I drew long hair for me, and I'm going to keep drawing a little bit more. Down, down, down. Now if you have straight hair, you can do this, or you can make curls. If you're a boy and you've got short hair, just come here behind your ear. Make sure you've got hair in the back there. You don't want to just have hair on the top of your head. So what do you think? We can draw more detail in our hair when we use our colored pencils. We're finished drawing our profiles. Now remember, when you use your colored pencils, you can do lots more detail with your hair and your eye color and things like that. But to finish off this picture, I want you to write some words at the top. As this is a gift for Father's Day, let's write something at the top of our picture. I'd like you to write the words, Daddy and me. I'm going to show you what I'd like you to do. Now we're going to write Daddy at the top, a capital D, and then the A, D, D, Y, Daddy. You can write Dad if you like. And then we're going to write the word and, A, N, D, Daddy and me, M, E. Now I use the names for my letters. You can also say it phonetically, but those are our words we're going to write. Daddy and me. And our profile picture is ready to color. We finished with our Father's Day picture. I hope you like it. I'm so proud of your hard work. Drawing profiles is tricky, and you followed my instructions so well. Now I'm going to leave the coloring to you, but don't forget to use the colored pencils that match yours and your dad's skin tone, your eye color, and your hair. This will help your drawing look even better. Watch how color can bring your profiles to life. Now that's the end of our lesson. I hope you've enjoyed drawing a profile. Capturing what a person looks like through a drawing or a painting takes a lot of patience and a lot of good observation. Now, drawing a profile is not easy, but you've done an excellent job today. I'm super proud of all of you. Now, where's my favorite model, Ryan? Hey, Ryan, are you out there?
Yeah.
All right, let's sing our song. You ready?
Do art, doodly do, do art, doodly do. Just grab your paper and your pencil too.
You can grab your marker, scissors, and your glue.